I mean, I feel really confident in my abilities to go out there and perform, not only on Saturdays, but during spring, during fall camp, and part of that goes to, if I'm being honest, goes to, I mean, Miles. He really pushed me, really took me by his side, showed me like, Ethan, like it's getting serious now. Like we need to step it up a notch, and I need to take another big jump compared to the jump that I took last year. So just taking those gains that I've made and growing even more off of those gains.
What do you think about the new tight ends? Pretty nice group that's come in
Yeah.
to join you guys, right?
Yeah. They're great guys. I mean, they fit in well, fit in with what we do. So love having those guys part of the team.
Is that motivation to when they bring in talented guys kind of behind you, younger guys that are hungry? Is that motivation for another guy?
I mean, I feel like it's always. I mean, I feel like I said it before. Like they're always like when they brought in Holden Miles last year. Like they're always going to bring in guys who they feel like can be better than you. So I just use that as fuel, use that as motivation to not only earn my spot, but make sure it's locked down. So.
Ethan, how have you developed like in the physicality piece, in-line blocker, that sort of thing? And have you felt like you've had to prove yourself in that way?
It really was more of a personal challenge for me. I felt like I put on the weight, but the strength wasn't really there. And so now it's been more so focused on, all right, like you have the weight, and now make this weight strength, make it stronger, so you're able to hold your own in the box, in the core, and stuff like that. So it's really been a main focal point of mine, just to honestly focus like all my extra work that I'm doing, all the stuff that I'm doing outside like the facility, just focusing on like in the box work, hands, feet, hat placement, all that kind of stuff. So.
Do you feel like that kept you off the field some last season?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I felt like in line mostly was my weakest point. So that's really been where I've tried to really dial in and put all the details into that spot right there, because I feel like off the ball, like I felt like I was able to hold my own, running inserts and counters and stuff like that. And so just really inline stuff was what my main focus was. So I felt like now that I kind of got that figured out, just make sure everything's perfect.
How much of being a good blocker and effective in that role is the techniques and details you talked about versus just sort of your mindset? And how
I'm
you
sorry.
play? Just like how much of it is a mindset, how much of it is
Yeah.
the physical part of it too?
Well, the mindset's obviously one part. Like you can't go into anything like just soft. You know what I'm saying? We're in the SEC, the best conference in the country. So you have to have the mindset that I'm going to go put my hat on somebody. You can't go and say, oh, I don't want to block. Like, nah, I play tight end. Blocking is a part of being a tight end. So the mindset is obviously first, but technique, all that kind of stuff, like that is probably, they're kind of even. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go with the mindset, but if your technique's off, it won't really do anything.
For you and the mindset part of it, how much have you grown just from high school? You
Yeah.
played basketball for a long time. How
Yeah.
much have you sort of just grown in that department?
Yeah, I mean, I've always had the mindset. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to fear another man across from me. The only man I fear is the man above. So, just being able to not really be scared to put my face on somebody and pad up. You know what I'm saying?
What was your reaction when you found out that Miles would be back? Because obviously he thought he was only going to be here 1 year, and then he sort of got the ruling came down. He
Yeah.
came back. What was your sort of reaction to seeing him get another chance?
Let's go to work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Miles is my brother. Blood wouldn't make us any closer. So, I was more than excited to have Miles back. I mean, when I say brother, like seriously, like blood would not make us any closer.
What do you see from him this year? Is there things that he was working on that's made him a better player this year?
100%. I mean, Miles was a great player last year. I mean, all of y'all saw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a great player. And just taking the things that he wasn't as good at and just making sure that those are the things that he's working on. Just the little details and the things that he can do, whether it's hands, whether it's in the route, just really focusing on those little details that nobody really notices except for him.
He got engaged over spring break.
He did.
Did you know that was coming?
I did, yeah. So I actually texted him on Saturday before he had proposed and called him, tried to see how it went. So he declined my call because I didn't want to ruin the surprise. So, yeah.
The physicality piece, what have you been able to take from Miles to apply to your game?
I mean, Miles is probably the most physical tight end I've been around since I've been here. Just seeing him and how he works and how he approaches it. I mean, you're going to get hurt. It's not going to feel good, but you don't really, you have a choice, you know what I'm saying? But if you make that choice to not really be as physical, I mean, y'all saw the result, you know what I'm saying? It won't really get you anywhere. You have to put your face on somebody. You can't be scared to hit. And so Miles is, I've never seen Miles be scared to hit anyone, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's an accountability minute or moment with Nico like when he's either correcting or teaching or leading when he has those opportunities?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of the same as anybody else would hold somebody accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to do this. All right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nico's my brother, so I'm not going to take it as disrespect. I know he got love for me, I got love for him, so it's coming from love. So I just take the accountability part from him, and if he's holding me accountable, because I know that if I were to go up to him and hold him accountable, then he would react the same way.
Do you see more of it, or is it more natural for him now, you think?
100%, 100%. As a, you know, when you're in your second year of college, you're not really an old guy yet, you know what I'm saying? So there's still things that you're not necessarily afraid to do, but you're just not as comfortable doing, you know what I'm saying? But now this is our third year being here, you know what I'm saying? So there's things that just, like, we've been here, like, the respect is there. So it's just kind of like second nature, you know what I mean? So.
But the basketball teams are in the Sweet 16, so who do you think the best basketball player on the football team is?
Me, for sure. It's not even a question. Them boys know that.
Who would be your five with you? Or your
My
guys'
five: Trey Weary, David Hobbs, Emmanuel Okoye, myself, and let me think.
I know I put you on the spot.
Let me think. No, I literally was
Oh, you
talking
thought-
about
you
this
thought
like
about
last
that.
week with somebody, I promise.
Is there a point guard in there?
Yeah, like Trey would be the point guard. Trey would be the point guard. I don't know. We need a sharpshooter at two. Probably like Josh Turbyville. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter.
You know Jackson Ross is not going to be happy.
Look, I'm riding with my boy Turbs all day.
I would be trying to say he belonged in there too.
Nah, Coach Hype. Nah, he need to go in there and hang it up.
Thank you, guys.
Take
Thank
care.
y'all. No problem.